then they strike down affirmative action. Do you know how hard it is for a black person to get into those Ivy League schools? But they act as if that's the problem. When I see a black person who's a pilot, I know what he had to go through to get there. When I see a white person as a pilot, I wonder if he's a legacy. Legacy takes up more of those slots than affirmative action ever did. But you blame the people who aren't doing it. George Bush Jr. was a C student at Yale, had a DUI at 30 years old, was a failing manager of a baseball team, and became president because his daddy was. But you tell me that it's because we have to hire representation. Like, I heard a comedian who I used to like and respect. He said, I just want to know they qualify. Qualified don't mean white. If you see a woman, a black person, or a brown person in a position they've been before, you best believe they were head and shoulders above everybody else. Look at what happened with Hurricane Katrina. They put a dude who used to fucking run horse races in front of FEMA, and we wonder why our response was so bad. Look at who was in charge during the mortgage crisis. It wasn't us. This notion of blaming people for things and having these slogans like, it's diversity, equity, and inclusion. The thing that insults me the most about that, nigga, when you had it all white, you didn't keep it that way. We didn't volunteer for the crews here. Look at all of the patents that America generates, that are generated. 70-some thousand of them are foreign-born people or people of immigrants. Let's stop pretending like you don't need us. When Donald Trump said he wants people from Norway and Sweden, we want white countries. You know what white people from those countries come here to do? They come here to sightsee. This is the zoo to them. They come to see the animals and then they go home. Why the would you living up there to live here? The only people who come here to serve, the people who want to who believe in the idea of America, are the people who America does the least for. That's the truth. Nobody is going to work harder for America than people who she lashes out at. Like everybody talks about, look, the immigrants are coming to taking our job. Name me one job you ever see an immigrant do and you went, man, I wish I was doing that. Except maybe George Lopez. That's the only Mexican dude you see and go, man, I want to do that.
Yeah, man.
You don't want to be the 6 that got killed on that bridge in Baltimore. You don't want to be the thousands that die in fields, dying at 40 years old and 50 years old. You want to do that, but you want somebody to blame for your failings. And the truth of the matter is, because America is so insistent on not sharing, that's the reason it's failed. It ain't because they having to share, it's because they won't. Everything that is good about America, that people respond to, that love about America, look at the freedom they have and how artistic they are and how cool they are. That's all us.